Wrestling fans, welcome to another edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Cesar Scorpio, alongside the Invincible Vincent.
Hey.
WWE Summerslam 2011. Man, these pay-per-views here, from Money in the Bank to SummerSlam, these guys keep bringing it and bringing it, pay-per-view after pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We were fortunate enough to be at SummerSlam, Staples Center here. The CM Punk fans came out in force.
They came out in force, yeah. Everywhere you looked, everybody had the X's on their fists. A bunch of different pictures were taken by Cesar Scorpio.
Yeah, I got a lot of pictures on my Facebook. Facebook me here. Cesar Scorp. Find me, friend request me. Check out the pictures here from SummerSlam. Yeah. Awesome. All right, let's get started here with the results and what happened here at SummerSlam. First things first, 6-man tag team. If you looked into it a little further, this tag team match was actually determined at the very beginning of the pay-per-view to compensate for the match that was supposed to be Miz versus Rey Mysterio. So he brought this match here to take that match's place because they were questioning Rey Mysterio's health. So this match kicked off pretty entertaining. We had The Miz, R-Truth, and Alberto Del Rio versus Rey Mysterio, John Morrison, and Kofi Kingston. Yeah. Kofi high-flying. The rest of the thing.
He's getting massive air. They all basically settle a few rivalries that were going on there. John Morrison got his hands on R-Truth. Yeah. A bunch of things went back and forth.
Del Rio Mysterio.
Yeah, exactly. And they wound up getting out after I believe Kofi was the one who got Rey Mysterio got the pin over R-Truth.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the way that one ended, and that kicked off your SummerSlam, which was a pretty impressive card.
Yeah.
Following that, we had the match that I thought was very underrated: Mark Henry versus Sheamus. Now, man, again, we've watched the shows here. Mark Henry has been a dominant force,
unstoppable,
week to week. Sheamus, I'll fight ya. The only guy here that stood up to him. So the fact that this was only the second match in the card was kind of like a question mark, because I figured this was going to be a good match. Yeah. It was actually absolutely a good match. Yeah. These guys were going at it, exchanging blows. Mark Henry picking him up, Sheamus over his head before he throws him out of the ring.
Yeah, and Sheamus is a good, he's somewhere between 260 and 300 pounds.
If he looks big on TV, he's bigger in person. The guy's huge. All right? So this match finally ends when Mark Henry is outside the ring, pushes him up against the barricade on the outside. That barricade collapses. Sheamus is left for dead. Mark Henry gets back in the ring, and that's a wrap. Counted to the 10. He's counted out, and that's your victory here.
Yeah, this rivalry is definitely not over, but this was a very, very impressive match.
Entertaining match as well. All right, following that, we had the Divas Championship match. Beth Phoenix versus Kelly Kelly. Now, I don't know which way to go with this. Kelly Kelly is a great champion. I mean, she's gorgeous. She's got the moves. She's got the look. God knows she's got the look. Yeah. But then the wrestling fan inside of me says, Beth Phoenix. Yeah. I was actually cheering for Beth Phoenix in this match, alongside a lot of Lucha Libre wrestling fans were, because we want to see, Jerry the King Lawler, credible champion. It's a fine line here, and again, I'd go forever here telling you about what I mean by that, but this match looked like it was going to go Beth Phoenix's way, but it did not.
No, it did not. Kelly Kelly, when it looked like Beth Phoenix was getting ready to eliminate her with the Glam Slam, Kelly Kelly reversed it and turned it into a roll-up and got the 3 count. Now, one thing that I do have to say, it did look like Kelly Kelly stepped it up in terms of production in this match. She did some moves that I don't think I've seen very much on the shows that she's been on. And her production, her energy level was up. So I think she threw some extras on it.
Kelly Kelly, I've seen this from Kelly Kelly before. Kelly Kelly could take beatings. She does move. She's getting better at her maneuvers. She's executing moves a little better. I mean, Eve is definitely a better athlete, I'll say, when it comes to the moves. But Kelly Kelly's getting there. And again, she's got everything else. That's all she's lacking. And if she gets there, there's no reason why she shouldn't stay champion.
Yeah, no question.
Following that, we had Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan. Now, this was the match I thought the pay-per-view should have started with. This was a little bland. I mean, these guys didn't really have any real feud going on besides the fact that he was a vegan and he was not.
Yeah, there was no real huge a bunch of friction leading up to this show. So this could have been earlier in the card, but Yet still, it was a fairly good match. Wade Barrett, at one point, it looked as though he was getting ready to deliver the wasteland from the apron down to the floor against Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan broke out of that move.
Of course, he would have died.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the whole side of his body would have been caved in. But the match went back and forth. Daniel Bryan brought what he usually brings, which is a lot of acrobatics, athletics.
It was interesting, but it wasn't a showstopper. And I think really Sheamus and Mark Henry was a showstopper. That stuff. Yeah. I mean, they tore down a barricade. There was tape afterwards.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was
they could have switched those two. In order.
Yeah, it would have been better. But whatever. That ends up finishing off here when Wade Barrett gets the wasteland here on Daniel Bryan. Again, we predicted it. He needed this match, so it was good to see. We'll see what happens here further on. Yeah. Following that, we had one of the championship matches here, the heavyweight championship match between Christian and Randy Orton. Now, this match was so underrated when it happened. I mean, they had tables, they had chairs, they had trash cans, they had kendo sticks.
The steel steps from outside.
Everything that they could throw in there, they did except tigers. But, again, this match was underscaled, underrated, because I mean, Randy Orton, you know what you're getting with Randy Orton, all right? It's going to be, I mean, he's going to execute right. He's not going to blow you away with anything. Yeah. But you know what you're going to get with him. Christian impressed. I was there here watching the match with my wife beside me here in the seat, and she is a big hater of Christian. He doesn't look good to her. He doesn't do anything to impress. But this pay-per-view changed her mind on Christian.
Yeah, no, he definitely executed. Not only did he come through, at one point he played it up by, getting out of the ring, grabbing his belt, and getting ready to bolt. Randy Orton went up into the crowd and brought him back. The whole match went back and forth between the killing the trash can with the second ring rope DDT, almost stomping Christian's head into oblivion. Kendo sticks all over the place.
What did it was getting the RKO on the steel steps when they were thrown inside the ring. I think he really injured himself. Of course, I don't know. We'll find out if we see him a little bit here on SmackDown. But it was very impressive what the sellout job that Christian did. And the fact that Edge comes out and says, oh, well, I was backing you up back before. When you were champion, I was happy. But now that you're a crybaby, forget you. And he walks away.
Exactly. Yeah, this match had pretty much everything. I mean, and it ended up when as you mentioned, the RKO
steel steps,
done and done.
Awesome match, underrated again, like I mentioned, but it was only the beginning because after that, CM Punk, John Cena, this is it. This is what we're waiting for. Triple H rolls out here as the guest referee. Then CM Punk is announced. As we said here before, the CM Punk fans came out in droves here at the Staples Center. All over the place. And they made themselves heard. As soon as that music comes on, boom, the place went crazy. Yeah. Now, following that, John Cena came out, and we had a little bit of a mixed reaction there. There was some John Cena fans there.
It got loud, but it was basically a mix between yays and boos. So
exactly, it was crossed up here, but none of that going on here when CM Punk came out. This match was great. Guys kicking out of their own moves, finishers, going off the top rope. Cena, for that matter, drop kick from the top rope. Who knew?
Yeah, exactly. You don't expect him to do any high flying stuff, and he brought that. You had attitude adjusters getting broken, GTS is getting broken. Both of them, multiple kickouts.
Great match.
And it's a remarkable good match when there's no way you can guess who's going to win.
Yeah, it was crossed up. Who's going to win? Oohs, ahs throughout the entire match. Finally, this match ends when, here we go, the go-to-sleep gets hit on John Cena for the, second or third time. Yeah. He hits him down, pins him up. John Cena's foot is on the bottom rope.
Yep.
Triple H doesn't see it, and that's it. That's a wrap. CM Punk is the undisputed heavyweight champion. That is short-lived, however, because out of the crowd, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, a.k.a. Kevin Nash, comes into the ring, hits the jackknife powerbomb on CM Punk, rolls back out the place he came from, and there he is, left for dead, CM Punk. Everybody, including myself, was yelling, Del Rio, where are you?
At which point,
who rolls out?
With the red suitcase in hand.
Boom, Del Rio hands it to the referee following him down the stage, And there it is. Walks in the ring. Match is set. He tells CM Punk to get up. Punk gets up, followed by a kick to the head. That's it.
1, 2, 3.
New undisputed champion, Alberto Del Rio. Wow. Now, that was very upsetting for a lot of CM Punk fans. A lot of Punk fans, heads down.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him because Punk did earn that win.
Yes, he did.
Even though it's controversial. Hey, this is wrestling, folks.
Yes.
John Cena fans, learn to live with it. But, again, you know this is not going to be a John Cena CM Punk. This will continue.
Oh, yeah.
In fact,
this is just the beginning.
this will be a big target on Alberto Del Rio, and who knows? Maybe these guys will mix it up three-way style. Who knows? We'll find out. That's the way SummerSlam ended, with a bang here. Great show. Leading up to Monday Night Raw, we were expecting big things here. Didn't know what to expect. We got out of there late, so we weren't able to do the review here on Sunday night. But here you go. You got it now, followed by the WWE review. So from Cesar, Scorpio, Invincible, Vincent, thank you very much for watching. See you guys on the other review.